then we're going to just wrap it up with a couple questions about our preamble. But I want to show you this next clip again about the Constitution, and then we're gonna just recall a couple of things that we underlined in the preamble that was based on the preamble. So keep that on your desk, and we will get right to that. Let me just show you this. I think you're going to think that this is going to be really, really cool when you see the Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Coming up. One second. I don't want anything else to go wrong today. The skunk is enough. Here we go.
Baker & McKenzie, a global law firm helping companies grow and manage risk.
And first, a word from our sponsor.
The law firm of Dorsey & Whitney.
Sorry, I couldn't get rid of that.
To clients around the world. Sherman & Sterling, a law firm with nearly 900 lawyers and 20 offices worldwide.
Here we go. Can I shut a light off, or?
Yep. Sure.
Travel around America, and you're bound to run into the Constitution. It seems to be everywhere.
The Constitution!
Our Constitution. The Constitution?
You haven't read the Constitution.
This little document, it means everything to us.
We revere the Constitution, and for good reason. When it was written in 1787, it was revolutionary, an owner's manual for a new nation, setting up an entirely new form of government.
It's like the Big Bang. It's the most momentous thing to happen in the modern world.
But more than 2 centuries later, many of us don't have any idea what the Constitution says. Of course, that's never stopped us from arguing about what it means. I'm Peter Sagal, and I am taking a journey across the country to find out how the Constitution works in the 21st century.
We're blessed with freedom. We get to say whatever we want.
But we just can't do it in secret.
There is no secret. It's an illusion.
Ask anybody on the street about the meaning of the Constitution, about the meaning of America itself, and they'll give you a one-word answer. Freedom.
The guy wants to tell me this is a free country.
A free country.
Free country.
God damn it, this is a free country!
But take a look at the Constitution. There are about 4,500 words in it, and not a single one of them is freedom.
The delegates learned very quickly that they'd made a mistake.
Well, why didn't they include the Bill of Rights in the original Constitution?
The real reason, I think, is they wanted to go home. They thought it might take another couple of months.
So you're saying everybody was tired and grumpy and wanted to go home?
Well, I honestly, Peter, I think that's the main reason.
It would take the first 10 amendments to the Constitution to fix that little omission. But exactly what freedoms were guaranteed back then, and how free are we really today?
The majority rules, or it should.
One person's right can seem to another person like a great wrong.
I feel like the Constitution failed me.
I am so tweeting this right now. And as the digital age changes how we live, can our rights keep up?
Cracks are showing in the Bill of Rights, and I think technology is putting them there.
This is the land of the free. That seems simple. Then why are our rights so complicated?
He asks a lot of questions. We're going to stop him because he travels far and wide talking to people about the Constitution. So is there anything that stands out to you about this video?
The Constitution.
Yep, the Constitution, the importance of it. Anything else stand out? What information did you get from that?
It didn't include freedom inside of it.
It does include freedom. It does include freedom, yeah. Shinara, did you have your hand up? No? All right. Is there anything that you... Yes?
Oh, what did they mean about cracks in the Constitution?
Well, what they mean is that sometimes the Constitution has its cracks, and like anything. We just don't have the amount of information that you think if you think you have a certain right, and it's not spelled out in properly in the Constitution, they call that like a crack. So that would have to be amended, or you would have to look at it again. The Supreme Court looks over the Constitution to see if laws are constitutional, things like that. Yeah, and a good question, very good question. You're listening. Your our quick reads and our close reads from English are helping you to look at text and look at videos very much differently. Tiffany, did you see anything in that video that you learned about liberties or rights that you didn't know before?
She's got pressure on her. She's under
She had
pressure.
pressure? No, not that much. I think it scared her. I called on her and scared her, that's all. And as you watched it, was there anything that came to mind about the Constitution? Any questions that you had? Who should have a right to the constitutional rights and liberties stated in the Constitution, or that we just did in the preamble? I'll get that back up there as we wrap up. American citizens. How'd you do on your tests?
Alright, I guess.
I got 4 out of 10.
I take 4 out of 10?
No, 8 out of 10.
Good! Max,
didn't
how did you do?
I got 1 easily.
Yes, but you know his last period too, so I don't have to. No, he's not. How do we do as American citizens? Do you think the Constitution affects your rights every day as citizens? You don't think so, Max? Why not?
I got 8. Sounds
8. That sounded good. Okay, thank you for that, though. As we wrap up, I think that what we'll do, we're just gonna.
6 out of 10.
Good.
6 out of 10. I got 6.
You only missed 3. Okay, that was 7. That's very good. I think we're doing good. I will have to hand those because that's kind of a little pre-assessment I did with you, and by the end of the week we're going to talk about this again and we'll see how much farther we can get ahead of that. How about you? How do you do? Good. I think we're all 50% here. You're young, and the course just started, so.
Well, I'm more than 50%.
What did you have? 8?
8 out of 10.
That's why I told you to make sure you came to class.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad. I hailed him down.
Yeah.
Make sure you come to 3rd period. Okay. All right. I'm just going to put the preamble up. Ask a couple of questions as we wrap up. This lesson, and I appreciate all your cooperation. You guys did great. We'll just wrap this up, and like I said, tomorrow we will be doing a worksheet. We'll probably go to the textbook. We'll work in groups, and we'll share some things. We'll be mixing it up this week, the last 3 days. We put the preamble back up there, and I think I escaped. Escape. There we go. Okay, I wonder if it's going to let me hit my X again. Oh, got it. All right. When I talked about the anatomy of the preamble, I meant just taking it apart bit by bit. So now I just want to ask you, what do you recall? Do you recall any of the purpose of the preamble? What are the purposes? What are the good things about the preamble that we discussed? I don't know if any of you, if you didn't write them down on your paper, I do have them here for you. Oh. No. I think that's so cool. What did it say at first? It promises to give us a
Better United States.
better union, as opposed to what we've been doing all week and what we've been hearing about. Okay? Establish justice, which was
Fair and legal system.
fair and legal system. Yep. How about that didn't work.
Gotta click X again in the top corner.
The red one?
Yep.
Thank you, my technology people.
It didn't work.
It didn't, did it?
No.
I'm not going to ask
It's gotta
Mr.
like
England.
recalibrate.
Oh, there
like
it got,
9
there it went.
times.
Mr. England would touch it and the whole thing would go off like last time. Okay. One of the things that is very important to me, I want to add my little opinion in here, is the ensure, when they ensure domestic tranquility, keeping things peaceful at home. I don't think we realize how lucky we are
That means there's no war in between us.
in the United States. Right, thank you, Hez. Very good observation. But we also have a common defense, which means we are able to defend against those attacks. Has there been anything in the last 10 years where we had to defend ourselves against attacks on the United States?
No. Yeah.
Come on, that's why I told you to come to class.
$20.
Yes, thank
9/11.
you. 9/11. Thank you. Yeah. So we need all of this, make sure that our freedoms and our liberties are around today and for our descendants, which, what was that word for our descendants? What was that vocabulary word?
Posterity?
Yes. So that's why I wanted to break this down for you, because of the fact that the preamble gives us the instructions of what the Constitution does for us. I thought it would be a great lead-in, because we're going to start the Revolutionary War in about a week. So I thought this was a great lead-in to it. Are there any questions about the preamble? Anything that you didn't know before that you do now? No? Okay. I gave you these books. They are yours to keep. If you could keep them in your folder, that would be great. Because we're going to be checking the amendments, the articles, the branches of government, how we work, and what makes it work, and what makes it fair. Yes, sir?
Wasn't 9/11 longer than 10 years ago?
Yes, honey, because it's, yeah.
13 years.
Did I say 10?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
But
Thank
we
you
still,
for
I still
correcting me.
understood. Still understood.
Has had me covered. He did.
Is this the copy of the original one or the new one? They just got done modifying.
Well, I don't know if there are any amendment, any extra in here. Let's look at when this was printed, 2010. This is the best we get here. And if you notice, the Declaration of Independence is in there, and a couple of quotes from Thomas Jefferson, John Adams. We did our reports on our founding fathers, and I know some of you put quotes from your founding fathers into your report. So here you have primary sources with the quotes from your founding fathers. Okay, so we're going to keep this and refer back to it. So if you put this in your folder. I thank you, and I thank you for your cooperation. I am going to take those because I need that information. No, I don't need that one, but I do need the civics quiz. Thanks. You're okay. That you were late?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. You didn't miss anything.
No.
You came in right on time. Okay.